Alright, and here we are with hopefully the last episode. I just had to restart that because of some serious calamity that I caused. Alright, let's do it. Only crowned heads will hold the totem true. Excuse me. First is one who killed but did not kill another. Second is one who is too devoured by its young. Third is one who made one slave and many free. Fourth and fifth are two who compete for mud. Sixth is one who brings a home to the homeless. Seventh is one who lords all but does not lord at all. I do not know who of these seven is most worthy for the power. For too long I have let my passion make me mad. Sometimes the fate of a world hang on the decision of one person. You have chosen who will command Great Numidium. You bear the burden of the consequences. I send you now to the Mantellan Crux, the safeguarded prison of the Mantella. Look for a green jewel of unusual size. Merely touch the Mantella and it is freed. You'll be transported back to my side. Once we go in, we have to come back out later. Alright, so this is the Mantellan Crux. This is a dangerous fucking place. So hit this thing here, and this will actually cause you to have a teleport. So go up here, hit this switch. Now, there's a dangerous seducer. There she is, right on cue. She just died in one hit. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna complain too much. Down here is a Daedra Lord. And then that is the bitchiest of the bitches. This is a Frost Daedra who can kill me in one hit, which I figured out on that save. So we need the southern door, is what we need. So let's open this one. Now we don't need to hit that lever because all that's going to do is it's just going to basically, well, it'll move the other little platforms down here that we can go into. So now you can fall in this. I'll demonstrate that actually, like so. So if we fall in here, it's basically just a giant box, if you're curious. It's a giant floating box, and see, we're actually floating around in space here. It does not actually hurt you, so you basically do need levitate to do this, so I don't know how you're going to do without magic. Now we can go up here, flip that switch. Now, the part of this quest that's very important, and I can't stress it enough, is make sure you hit the switches. My last time doing this, I didn't do that. Ended up going through a lot of parts over. It was very, very unfun. So, don't make my mistakes, and you should be fine. Okay, so the only enemies in this area are leveled humanoids and set numbers of enemies, like the Daedra Lord and everything that's down there. So this is pretty cool. I think this is the incorrect place, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I need to be in here. Oh, God. Pardon my, you know... Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna die. Yep. Pardon my, like, scrubbiness of this area, though. What the hell? Where did you come from? Oh, fucking hell. Get out of here. So, the Daedra Seducer is not a huge problem, but I don't want to deal with it. Damn it! Oh my god. All the enemies in here hit, like, trains, by the way, I'd like to point out. Let's not get killed. I'd rather her stay on the same level as me, because then I can just beat the hell out of her. They can do unbelievable damage, if you couldn't tell. I don't want to die. Okay, let's keep casting Levitate. The longer we stay in levitation, the less likely we are to get killed. So, okay. Also, the big problem is that Frost Daedra is very fucking dangerous. Like, it can one-shot me. Trust me, I found out the hard way. That's probably the most dangerous enemy in the entire, like, game, essentially. Okay, now... here comes the fun. How much of this do I remember is the main question. Because I did this a week ago. Alright, let's open that door up. Now, this is the hard part I have an issue remembering. No, that's not what I want. Let's try... That's... You see what I mean? He can hit me so hard. God damn it. I don't want to mess this up because I have only a certain amount of time and I only have so many heals I can make with my equipment too. It doesn't help that levitate makes you slow. Okay, this is fine. We want to be in here. So we want to make that like force field up there. There we go. So let's get this out the way. This thing's going to take 800 years. Oh yeah, in Unity you can do this. If you try to do this in vanilla Daggerfall, you'll float through the floor and then you'll die. So, don't do that. In vanilla Daggerfall, never ever save on platforms. It's just a terrible idea. Now I've actually talked about this dungeon before, and I actually really like it. I think it's really cool. This feels the most like a D&D dungeon, you know what I mean? Like, this feels like if you converted this whole formula into a tabletop RPG environment, it would fit absolutely perfectly. Like, the whole thing, the puzzles, the enemies, everything. Everything feels very D&D-ish. So, I do quite like this dungeon quite a bit for that. I never played D&D like I always say, but I think this feels the most. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I dare fight these? Is the question of the day. No. Oh my god, leave me alone, dudes. I think I had to kill these guys, I can't remember. Jesus. It's a miracle I can resist half of this shit. Oh god. This is two of the most dangerous enemies in the entire game, mind you. Okay. And they can kill me in one hit. Everything in this dungeon can kill me in one hit, basically. That's the reason I have 90 agility, by the way. I'm gonna save, because it's fucking nerve-wracking. Like how the instruction manual also encourages you not to do that. I don't know why. They said, oh, it breaks your immersion. You fuckers didn't program your game or play it. You don't know how difficult it really is. Okay. Son of a bitch. I think this is the wrong dungeon branch. It's alright. I don't think it's gonna hurt adding length to the video, honestly. Okay, levitate me up, Captain. Oh, God. This dungeon isn't that bad, but it can certainly feel like a headache, I can say that much. Especially if you get lost, or you do something incorrect. It just basically feels like you're getting punched in the skull. Okay, this is not... Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is feeling more correct. I haven't done this in a week, so forgive me if I make a single mistake. Have I already been in there? No, I haven't. So there's only a few rooms in each dungeon branch. Every time you solve it, you go into the next portion of the Mantella, by the way. That's how this dungeon progresses. Pretty simple. Yeah, this is the right way. I don't need teleport, or not teleport, but I don't need that on. Does this dungeon work if you're a pacifist? Probably. I've seen crazier things happen. So I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but you can try. But yeah, you can do that if you really want to. Not really much of a reason for me to loot enemies at this point, is there? But oh well, you know, let's just keep rolling. It's not that bad of a dungeon. Now, one of these switches, there we go. The other ones just toggle the. There's another one down here. Shit, that's right. Okay, I gotta hit those ones too. I think it's every single one but this one, right? No? I'm pretty sure this is the combo I want. You see, I don't have any guides open or anything. I'm just going off of pure straight memory and actually knowing the area. Okay. big important play here, and I can't stress this enough. Make sure you hit this switch, because if you did what I did last time, the first time through, and you didn't know you hit that, or you didn't, you're going to be in a real salty mood when you go all the way back down here. Trust me. And you got to go all the way back up. So let's make our way back out of the dungeon. And like I said, this is all uniquely only to this specific area. Everything else you don't really need to go through. It's all pretty optional. I just want to make sure I'm just... I don't know how you're supposed to do this without magic. I really don't. As far as I'm concerned, this is impossible without magic. I mean, you could use that bust over and over here, but that doesn't mean much. It's not very... Like, how do you get out of this spot here? Do you just dive over there and you just collide with the ground? I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Okay, good, we hit the switch. Okay, we're not going to fight the Daedra Lord, because he's going to probably kill me in one hit. Oh, man. I'm just going to ignore him. And then we can go into the next section of the dungeon. So, cool! Yay! We'll call this one Moving Forward. Okay. So this is usually what's called the Great Pyramid. I would hope you understand why. So... Alright, this lich is always up here. This is our next target. We want to be in here. Why is he not fighting? He's not passive, I know that for a fact. Come on, you jackass. I don't want you to be alive. I need to be over here. He just doesn't feel like it, apparently. Maybe it's because I have, like... Oh, maybe it's just... No. I was gonna say, maybe it's because I have faction with necromancers, but I highly doubt that. Okay, this one is a bit fucky because it's hard to tell, but you can get down there. So let's go ahead and levitate. This is actually a really cool puzzle. I like this. However, it's the execution that's just horseshit. So there should be vampires. Yeah. Let's put on some spell res. Oh, you see that shit? Oh, feels good, man. Now, see all this shit down here? We need to pay attention to this. Why do we need to pay attention to this? Because every single one of these tombstones does something, and we have to interact with 2 of these, I'm pretty sure. Specifically, one of them is a switch. It's not telegraphed very well, but one of them is actually a switch. I think this is one of the most annoying puzzles in the game. There's no way you'd figure this out unless you just sort of knew, right? Oh, God. I kind of want to stay in the air for this. The gargoyle just died. Well, that just sucks. Like, I don't think this dungeon's bad, though. I think, thematically, it's actually really cool. We're in Oblivion right now, like the actual space in between worlds and Daedric planes. Oh, come on. I don't want to deal with this shit. Ugh. So... That was weird. So I did manage to save the footage, so that's cool. I like how it crashed. This is the second time I've ever seen a crash in Unity. Alright, that's fine. It's, of course, it's on the last dungeon. It's gotta be. It's not very long when you know what you're doing, which is thankfully where I'm at. Okay. I want down here so I can do the dodge. So this area is sometimes called the Great Pyramid section. There's the 3 floating islands. I'm going off of what most players call them, and also the name the UESP wiki gives these sections, so that's where I'm getting the names from. But yeah, these tombstones you have to actually interact with, which is really stupid. There's a gargoyle in here, but he apparently died. I don't know where he went to, but he's supposed to be on like the top layer. I don't know why, but he just apparently said fuck it and just died. Okay, so this is hard to do. I gotta pay attention. So, interact. I'm doing it 3 times to make sure I interacted with it. Interact. 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 Here lies the spirit of Benefactor, though his body still guards the way. So I'm not sure if you need to do that, but I'm doing it anyways, just for convenience sake. Oh shit. Levitate, there we go. Now, oh boy. This is where it gets fun. I love there's just a lich right over there. He's just chilling. I'm gonna leave him alone. This opens up this. We can hit this lever over. Oh, I'm almost out of magic. Shit. Now, all these levers will do is actually just fucking lower these platforms. We don't need to do that. Now, I believe this one opened up the trapdoor in there. Did I do? Yeah, good. I can actually see it through the gym jam here. Okay, let's actually restock our magicka while I'm up here. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, good. This dungeon is really not easy if you couldn't tell. So there's another levitate area we have to get to, which I believe this one opens up the Great Pyramid's top. And one of those gravestones is what actually gets the, where? I'm not even going to guess where it spawned it. Or what it spawned, actually. So, ignore... Oh, hello. Ignore that guy there with the hood for like 2 seconds. I know that's a lot of enemies in this game, but trust me, he's not an enemy. So... I guard the way. Speak only my name and I shall grant you the passage. Benefactor is the name. That's the body of the spirit that the gravestone was talking to. I want to see this. Can you just jump down there? No, 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 no. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I think I got that pretty much well taken care of. Not now. I want to touch this so I can do... Touch grass! There we go. We're almost halfway through the dungeon at this point. So that's a huge plus, but we haven't even encountered the hardest shit yet. So, okay, good. I actually opened that up. Damn it, there we go. Fucking... burglar my ass. Ooh, Ebony Queerus! Oh, yes! Totally worth it. Totes. Okay. And if you don't touch those gravestones, you can't go in here. So that was actually a really good find. So now there's a harpy in here, and then I think it's a little arbitrary that we have to keep going back and forth through this, but it makes sense. I know they were doing what they could. Don't worry about that. That was just me fucking something up. Okay, get out of here. I like how it's harpies, of all things, that they decide to throw in the final dungeon. And then we'll main save, and we have taken care of another section of this dungeon. Now we're on to... I believe this is the Sheogorath. No, this is the Upturned Chapel, I think is what this one's technically called. So this one's a bit... Oh, Jesus. This one's actually pretty basic. We don't need to worry about down there, so don't worry about that. We just need to worry about what's over here. This is another one of those dumb shit puzzles that makes your head hurt when you think about it. So hit this lever. It's actually a really cool environment. I really love the environmentalism, like, in this area. God damn it, I can't move down. Dispel. Levitate. Was a success. We have secured the enemy intelligence. Now you'll hear that there's a Frost Daedra in here, which is not cool. Okay, hit that lever. And then you can go over here. He's gonna hit me. I'm gonna die. Yeah, called it. I'm dead, actually. There we go. So this is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. How am I gonna get around this guy? I don't have any magic to deal with it either. Ooh. You can see how much damage this dude does. It's unbelievable, really. Oh my god. I think Daedra can see through cloaks like that. I don't think it matters. No! Alright, let's not fall. That would be very mighty unprofessional of me. Okay, let's try that again. Oh my god, you bitch. Oh, I hate this thing. I want it to just die. It's the absolute worst. And I can't just ignore it because I have to kill it to move on. Ugh. This is the only thing I don't like, is how much damage these things do. Otherwise, this would be fine. Oh my god. Damn it. Making this with fucking magic is 100 times easier, or whatever. That sentence. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. The Diamond of Neo-Cortex is what's gonna... Oh no, our Mark of Gator Age is broken. Damn it! I don't trust that. I hate these Frost Daedra. They do so much damage. They do the most damage out of anything in the game, I swear to god. Nothing does this much damage. Ever. Just these. Oh my god. I'm not even hitting him, but he's hitting the shit out of me. God. No. Oh, fuck! Okay, we'll just... Okay, that's fine. I hope that worked. Okay, then we hit this again. I'm pretty sure. And then we can go through there. The blue obelisk. Done. I hate those fucking Daedra. This one is bullshit, so save when you start this part of the dungeon. We'll just call it this save. Okay. So, this dungeon has a dead end that will put you in a cage and you will die, and you cannot get out of the cage unless you TCL. So, don't. That's all there is to it. We need to make sure we go in the right one. Otherwise, it's just not fun. This is the only thing I don't like about this. This has some pretty nasty shit that you will never expect your first time playing. And I'm pretty sure there's a death trap too. No, it's gonna be a sector, I'm pretty sure. That just So there's the cage, and I'm pretty sure it's this. Let's test this out. This is the one that makes you teleport into it. Am I correct in saying that? Oh, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We don't want to end up in the cage. That's all there is to it, you know. Free bird. Bird you cannot change. To be fair, this is supposed to be the last dungeon in the entire game. So it being challenging, understandable. Let's see. Here we are. This is the room we want to be in. This is the Fire God room, as it's called. Fire Daedra are pretty brutal, so don't worry about them. They're not really that bad. They're nowhere near as insane as the Frost Daedra. Alright, so what's this room all about? I'm going to explain it while we're in here. So you see this giant skull thing in the middle? These things need to touch, like, they need to be activated in order for them to, like, stare at the rock. And also you have to remember this later on too. So, forgive me if I botch this. This is a really temperamental puzzle. Hear me, the blind god is a jealous god. Let his true servants lift up their eyes unto him, and the way will be easy. Hear me. So we need to make them face him, basically. So let's go ahead. I like how there's just a rat in here. Ow, and yes, they all have their own unique random effect that they can cast on you when you use them. Some of them can be teleport, some of them can be fire traps, some of them can be whatever. I'm not sure what all of them are. They all suck. Fuck that fire dude. Here's Sheogorath. Ah, at last, I was beginning to think you wouldn't get this far. A dreary place, don't you agree? And guarded by a pompous upstart. He's no more of a god than I am. Well, carry on. We will meet again soon, unless you are not as foolhardy as you appear. Okay. So, once they start spinning, you do not have to touch them again. I made that mistake doing this last time, and I was in here a lot longer than I needed to be. So, once again, they will teleport you around. They can cause damage. I think they can drain magic. I'm not really sure. Either way, they suck. That's all you need to know. We need to make all these little doodads face towards the rock, though. That's the goal of this dungeon. I'm not really sure what constitutes as looking at him, but we need to make sure all these guys are staring at the rock in the middle. I like how you can knock the the shit off the edge. It just really cracks me up that you can do that. You can see there's a huge disparity between Fire Daedra and fucking like Fire Atronak. They're just totally different. Okay, in terms of stats. So we need to get these guys to do their thing. You see, this is why this part's bullshit. These things can just kill you and you have no idea it's gonna happen. This is a little bit poorly implemented, if you ask me. Let's try and rest over here. Jesus! Oh my god. But you see what I mean? This is a cool concept, but the ultimate dungeon experience is not perfect. Oh god. I don't think I can rest here because of that Fire Daedra. Yeah, he's gonna make this just absolutely impossible for me. The Diamond of Neocortex. Oh, I did have a Mark of Levitation. I thought I had a levitating item with me. Okay, this puzzle sucks, and guess what? You have to remember how it was when you started it, too, because there's a question at the end of it, if you couldn't tell. Because this is a puzzle, after all, and this was when games were meant to be more of a endurance sanity test than actual fun. So, oh, for fuck's sake, dude. This is why you get magic items, by the way. If you don't, it's just gonna be torture. Alright. So let's go ahead and get him. No, I didn't mean to bump him. Oh, hell. So you'll know when the statue is safe because you'll see it, like, lower the eyeballs here. Oh my god. This is just a very unintuitive puzzle, I will say. It's cool. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's stupid, but it's just poorly implemented because of the... I like how that was a backstab. It's just poorly implemented because of the mechanics of how the game functions. It's a hell of a lot better than Skyrim puzzles, I'll say that much. Oh god, he teleported me inside. That can happen. Oh, come on, man. I think there's only like 2 more that haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, it's just a few. This is the shit you gotta do if you want to beat Daggerfall. Just saying. Oh my god, I hate that one. That one's the worst. Because you just take damage and you have no idea it's gonna do that until you hit it. I don't find that very fun, if you couldn't tell. We could technically set a teleport up here, but that seems like a waste of time. Saving before everyone know. Yeah, this puzzle sucks. I don't think there's anybody that's gonna sit here and say it's good. It's interesting, it just doesn't execute very well. Son of a bitch. I'm not sure if they have a set rotation they go on, either. Like, if they just randomly land on the one they need to be. I'm not really sure. I've only ever done this puzzle 3 times, so don't be like, oh, obviously it's this, because I couldn't tell you. Okay. There we go. Takes care of that. I think we only have, like, 2 more. But I don't think this is an obtuse puzzle, either. I think this is actually a fairly reasonable one. Let's actually rest while we can in here, just to make sure I have magicka for this. Good god. It's gonna be kind of a long one, but I reassure you, it is for the fact that it's the final dungeon in the game, and I am tired. I gotta go to bed after this. Oh my god. Where in the hell am I missing? This is the worst puzzle in the game. It really, really is. Okay, it's not the worst. It's just pretty awful. I don't think it's that bad. But it makes sense. Like, you can figure this out. Like, the solution, I should say. Like, you can go, oh, okay. It makes sense, right? Let's actually mark here. Just in case. No recall can work in this dungeon. Oh, levitate. Why don't you last long? Just in case. I don't know why I marked it either. Don't ask me. This is the last dungeon in the game. My brain's kind of turned off. I think this technically counts as looking at it. But we'll see. If not, it doesn't matter. I think that one counts, because this is the one that's part of the puzzle, inevitably, after this. Do you count? I'm going to assume that one counts. Because there's 7 skulls in this whole room. There's one that's still not looking. And I think that should be it. Am I right? This is the longest puzzle in the entire section, I think, personally. Oh, Lord. This one just is not fun, if you couldn't tell. Oh, my God. I just hate this puzzle. We won't find out either until they stop rotating, they stop spinning it right round like a record. And this one, being the contrarian... Oh... I'll save here. Oh, this one is just awful, though. I will not say anything mean anymore about it, because I can't make it any less mean. It's just not fun. Alright, we'll pop this one then. And... yeah, this one's still not looking at him. Is it technically? I'm not sure. Oh, God. Did that count? No. Why? Do they move after you do it? Because I can't remember. This puzzle is yucky. You also can't be like, oh, it's obvious. It's no, this is just bad. This one doesn't change. I don't think this one ever changes. Sheogorath, can you help me here, dude? Can you help me? No. I don't know why, that's just funny. God, this puzzle's awful. No. It's just yuck. Just straight up yucky. I don't even have the ability to get angry anymore. It's just yucky. You know what? I can only tolerate doing this spot for so long. I'm so sorry. This is the one time I'll ever do that. Also, look how much little damage the fucking fire Daedra does. I'd like to point out. Oh, I'm dead. But, yeah, this puzzle, I know what you're supposed to do. It's just so obtuse. It's just so not well implemented that I just don't have the urge to do it. And it's like I said, it's not like I'm bad. It's not like I don't know what to do. It's the fact that it's just so not good. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt that we have to do it layer by layer, because I'll try it that way one more time. And then we'll wheel and we'll deal like Gavlon. I'm pretty sure it has to be done in order, but good lord, we'll try. If not, I don't care enough. Like, if that's the case, I just don't care enough. I hate this puzzle. I'm tired of looking at this room. I know what you're supposed to do. It's just not well implemented. And then like, this is giving me sensory deprivation at this point. I can't stand looking at this shit. I'm pretty sure you gotta do it in the order you're going up. That's the only other thing I can think of at this point. But at the same time, my fucks to give has gradually gotten lesser over the few minutes. Is that the one? I truly know what you're supposed to do. This isn't like, oh, this is just clearly too big brain of a puzzle for you. No, this is just migraine inducing. I'm tired of looking at this screen, and I'm tired of this puzzle, to be frank. Oh, God. Alright, so at least you get the idea. You know I'm not stupid. I know how to do it in theory. So, let's just assume I did the puzzle because that one is just awful. We can also just say, hey, it's like real Daggerfall, it just broke. Because that happens a lot. You can say, oh, you pleb. Nah, this puzzle is borked. I hate it. I'll go toe-to-toe with this damn fire Daedra before I deal with that. Because that, at least, is doable. Alright. So this is a... I think this is the only time in the game this happens. This thing just starts... You can activate it by touching it, and then it goes on its own. Also, yeah, like I said, please don't hate me for dealing with it that way, because this puzzle is just genuinely awful. I'm so tired of looking at it. 1 speaks for me, 2 serve me, 6 protect me, how many defy me? The answer is 1. And then, we're in this skull room. This is another fucky puzzle. Touch that skull, and then we can fight this fire... Sorry, Iron Hatrinak. Don't touch the other ones. 3 of them are instant death, by the way. I'm just gonna ignore these guys, because I am so done with this dungeon. God. And it's like, what? 10:19 right now. I have to go to work tomorrow, too. So, we're just gonna race car our way through this. Like I said, I still hope someone can understand my genuine frustration at the skull puzzle. It's just not fun. The one that defies him is the one that's always facing away, by the way. That's the answer to all the skulls. There's only one that actually is facing away from it that never changes. So, this is pretty cool. It makes me think of Daggerfall in this room. Please don't hate me, like I said. I think most people could understand I don't want to spend another 20 minutes trying to weasel out that puzzle when I really don't like it to start with, and nobody likes it. Oh my god. There we go. Cured that poison. Got some Gator Rage in me. One of my rings broke, I'm pretty sure, actually. Something broke. I know one of my magic effects is gone. I'm not super salty about it. I'm not going to cry. We got ebony out of this, man. That's all that matters. Alright, so... Oh, and you can't exit your wagon in this dungeon either. So... This is where it gets weird. So these are all Daedra Lords. And this is where it starts to get funky. So go ahead and throw on some Levitate. Now, I'm going to ignore them. See this crossbow? Touch it. A familiar voice laughs mockingly. So, Shiraki, come to pay your proper respects properly at last. Cool, let's actually save and rest. Okay. Now, I want to go up, I'm pretty sure. We don't want to go down. Down is how to get out of this area. Same with hitting all the way up. So let's go ahead and loiter for an hour. Why not? And no, let's go the other way. I know what I'm doing, by the way. This is the magic. Other than that fucking skull puzzle, I know what I'm doing. Well, even then I do know what I'm doing. It's just, ugh. That skull puzzle is just fucking heinous. God damn it. Ugh. This is not a hard puzzle, by the way. I'm gonna let them burn out their magic. Oh, that's right. It's a fucking illusory door. So, I'm having flashbacks of doing this. So if we go straight through here... It's Sheogorath! Greetings, Shiraki. You dare much by intruding here. Nevertheless, I will allow you to proceed, providing you prove as perceptive as rumor reports. You may be aware that I'm a master of the blade, but what is my other favorite weapon? Answer correctly? Then arm yourself. Crossbow. Because that's what we use to get in here. Not the most complicated puzzle, but it's interesting nonetheless. Also, you get zero notification that anything's changed. So, it's easy to misjudge that you have done something wrong. So just go ahead and fall. And let's go ahead and use the Diamond of Neocortex. And we can levitate. Now this is where I got fucking stumped the first time I did this. This is where we want to go. This little tiny crevice. Touch the left thing. I think that's actually what it's called. And oh, sorry. Touch it again. Oh, sorry. No, don't touch it again. Then touch the middle. And touch the gem thing. And oh no, suddenly the geometry's changing. Oh no. So, the island is actually floating down. Now, I don't know if I can do this before, but we'll see if I can do it before. Also, how the hell are you supposed to figure this out? Hit the left. There we go. We can hit the leftmost thing. This causes, or sorry, halberd, I actually know what it is. And this causes the sword to rotate sideways. Like I said, I really love this dungeon, other than that fucking skull puzzle, which is just ridiculous. Okay. Shockingly, we're actually almost done with the whole game. That's why I'm like, I don't care if you hate me for TCLing through that skull shit. That is the worst puzzle in the game. I don't think that's a good puzzle. It's not impossible. I did it last time. I don't even remember how I did it last time, and I don't care to do it again. That's all I can tell you. So, yeah, that's the solutions to that puzzle, though. Okay, I am tired. I'm not demotivated, just tired. And we're almost done. So let's just bolt through here. Oh, you bitch. I love how I'm just like, let's bolt through here, and that causes me to nearly get killed immediately. Vroom. Vroom. Gotta have platforming every time, duh. And then what's this? The Mantellin Crux. Oh, hey, by the way. Did you notice this yet? That's the screenshot I used. Yeah. That's like I did it beforehand. And that's it. That's all we came here for. Right here. This is the Mantellin Crux. Not the heart of Lorcan, but pretty damn close in comparison. Touch it. Shit, we gotta wait for... There we go. Nophaga cackles. Not so fast, Shriaki. Don't you want to see the result of your handiwork? Look now into the Book of the Time. Read upon its pages the history of what shall pass within the next few days. Read fate as it shall be recorded upon the Elder Scrolls. Your work is done, Shriaki. The world is no longer as it once was. Such is the way of things. Oh, and if you tell my lich statue to shut up, he'll open the door. That's it. We have officially finished the whole main quest. Now, what'd you expect? What did you expect, man? Other than the skull puzzle, which I just can't be asked to do because it's just a pain in the fucking ass. We did it. We finished the whole game. Let's not die to this fucking frost atronach. There we go. So other than a few hiccups in there, I think that went pretty well. And the obvious things. Well met. Yeah, she'll actually talk to me. Last time she told me to get lost when I talked to her. So... we did it. That's the main quest of Daggerfall. And there you can also tell she gives you the answer to this to tell it to shut up. Okay. So, let's do something a little special, though, to end the series. I can't believe I went in there with all this shit in my inventory. I didn't even notice it. That was very sloppy on my part. But hey, I made it through, right? 13k gold, Jesus Christ. 12,920. There, that should leave me with 1,000. Okay. So, we did it though. We finished all the main quest. And just to be that guy, we'll go out onto our little ship in the ocean. And we'll stand on the edge of our boatie. Actually, no, let's levitate to the top. We've earned it. Dispel? And I don't think you can ever get to that boat, by the way. I'm not sure. I've tried and I got bored. So let's read aloud something that I alluded to. This is something Grimmeth did as well, which I'm very inspired from. And this is the end of the game. So let's go ahead and get rid of moving forward. I don't need the telly. I don't need this save. We basically saved the game with all the same 6 slots I would have used. So, well, my quick save obviously isn't in there, but that would just be Aldingwall. Or you know what I mean. So let's read our story before we leave the game. Go to your history. And we can see that we had all these things, but this is our character's story. When you were very young, your parents joined a group that was moving to the outskirts of the civilized area of Morrowind to start a new village in the mountains. Your childhood was spent helping to do the mundane and grueling work required by this sort of venture. The physical hardiness inherited from your parents helped considerably in this regard, and you developed physically at an early age. You were also showed some skill at Longblade and spent time with an elder of the village who had you practice dodging techniques. Your prowess grew as your warrior skills developed, supported by a ready grasp of Longblade. Unfortunately, you eventually found that you had reached the limit of what you could learn in the mountains, so one day you reluctantly approached your parents. After much discussion and resistance, they begrudgingly supported your request to travel to a fighting school to continue your training, cautioning you that you would have to support yourself during this time. Although saddened to separate from your parents and siblings, you were excited at the prospect of seeing some of the fabled civilization of Tamriel. While at this fighting school, you worked after hours at various odd jobs. These included guard assignments and bouncer duty at a local inn, both of which additionally provided opportunities for you to polish your skills. You also became friends with a classmate named Lina Salen. When Lilina Salen completed the training, you vowed to make regular visits to the Imperial City. However, your first trip to the Imperial City also included your first exposure to the distaste that some of the inhabitants of the members of the court expressed towards someone of your physical presence and comparatively coarse manners. Your only compensation for this was the ready friendship shown by many of the Imperial Guard. On your third visit to the Imperial City, you were looking for Lilina Salen, but one of the guard told you that a small group of mercenaries, including Lilina Salen, had been attacked and captured by suspected supporters of the former Imperial usurper Yegar Tharn. Without waiting for reinforcements, you set off immediately. When you finally found the rebel encampment, you hesitated because of the size of the outlaw band. You did not procrastinate for long. You used the natural cover of the woodland to your advantage, and one by one you stalked your target and gutted him with your handy katana. Luckily, just when even you were beginning to tire, some of the captives led by Linnea Salen escaped their bonds and helped to finish off the remainder of the band. Your group made its way back to the Imperial City, where you also enjoyed the congratulations of many of the guard, and then shortly thereafter you received message from the Emperor himself. So yeah, I mean, theoretically that name can change. It's supposed to be the Emperor. That can change a lot based on your character's choices in character generation. But yeah, that was Shriaki, the Dark Elf, who was a booty action level 11. And those are our final stats. We had 91 long blades, 63 restoration, 73 running, and just barely under 30s in my majors. And my minors were even less. So, and then we ended the game with, let's see our affiliations. Enchanter, Fighters Guild, all that was because of the King of Worms' ending, which is actually corrected in the Unity patch. So yeah, we were, what is it? I thought it told you like what you were considered. I guess that's not in this one anymore. Oh yeah. We were considered very strong, brilliant. We were considered confident, acrobatic. We were also considered very healthy. We were considered unassuming, fast, and fairly lucky. So, our final items, we had a Dwarven Tower Shield, Addy, left and right pauldron, Ebony Cuirass, loincloth, and we also had Dwarven Greaves, Addy Boots, Addy Long, Steel Gaunt, Elven Helm. So, yeah, we didn't have insane gear. Can I put that on? Yeah, we can. So yeah, we really didn't have the most insane gear possible. But we did get a ship, and we had a lot of fun. Maybe someday I'll do more with this character, but who knows. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody in the Unity community. Thank you everybody in the Daggerfall community, the Elder Scrolls community. You know who you are. You guys are all awesome. You make it worth it. And everybody here that follows and watches, you guys make it worth it too. So, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Go to school.